Bonita's Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making for you today is date crumbles. These are delicious dessert ideas, so I can't wait to show you how to make these. I got a few simple ingredients. We're going to show you what they are, and then we'll get started. So for the filling is going to be the pitted dates, and this 500 grams of that. We got water, butter, brown sugar, and for our crust and our topping for the crumbles is flour, roll oats, some unsweetened coconut, and we got some brown sugar, butter, of course. You could use margarine if you don't want to use butter, and some baking powder. So what we're going to do first is start boiling down our pitted dates so that we got it ready for the filling, and that's going to be 2 cups of water. There's a pack and a half of pitted dates, or you can go the loose ones, and that'll be 500 mils. So I'm just going to break it now into pieces, put it into my dipper, and get cooking. Okay, so I'm just putting it on in. So that's 500 grams. And 2 cups of water, doesn't matter, cold or warm, 3 tablespoonfuls of brown sugar, and 3 tablespoonfuls of butter or margarine, whatever you got available. Now we're going to let that start to cook down, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to let our date filling cook down. I'll stir it occasionally. And then that should take a little over 15 minutes, not a lot. We're going to need a bowl, and we're going to start putting all of the ingredients for our crumble in here and mix it together, and I'll tell you how much as we put it in. Okay, so we're going to be putting in 2 cups of flour. You could use white or wheat. And we're going to be using 2 cups of oats, and it doesn't matter what cut or what brand. And we're going to be using 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of unsweetened coconut. So we're going to mix that in through there now, and then I'll tell you what's next. Okay, so we just lightly mix that through, chopping down any of the big pieces of brown sugar, and 2 teaspoonfuls of baking powder. Just toss that on in through, mix it through equally. And then we will be putting in 1.5 cups of room temperature or partly melted butter or margarine. And then we're going to mix that through with our hands, actually. Just pop it on in. So pretty much while you're mixing this together with your hands, or if you want to put it in your food processor and just pulse it, that's fine too, because you're only making a crumble. I'm listening to my pot boil there with the dates just cooking away there. So I'm going to stir that now very shortly. So this is a date crumble that we would have at Christmas time, and of course they're good for any time of the year. I like dates just like it is, eating it any time that I feel I need it. Okay, so I just want to dry my hands there. What we're going to do next, I'm just going to quickly check the filling, and I'm going to stir this around, and then we'll get back into our crumble. So just take your spatula after that and mix it the rest of the way, and you don't need it very much, just until all the butter is incorporated into your crumble. Okay, so this is coming along lovely here now. There's only been about, I say, 10 minutes if that, and you can see that it's breaking down all of the dates. If you need to add a little bit more water into it, that's fine if you wanted to make it a little more runny. If not, I like it a nice texture, so I can spread it out evenly onto my crumbles. So I'm just going to turn down the heat on this, and we'll get back to our crumble. So now we're at our next step of making these date crumbles. I've got here a 9 by 13 pan. You can use 11 by 14. It doesn't matter what size. You use what you got, and then if you got any left over, you can make a small amount. A piece of parchment paper. I like to put parchment paper under my squares because when it's cold, then it's easy for me to pop it out if I want to cut the squares onto the counter and not in the bowl or pan. So what we'll do next is start adding in some layer of the crumbles and then the filling. So let's get going. I got a little bit of date at the bottom of my pan here because I want for the parchment paper to actually stay in place until I get the crumbles put in the bottom, and then that'll keep it down there. So that's pretty much all you would do there. So I'm going to be putting half of this crumble mixture into the pan. Okay, so what you would do now, you're going to flatten this bottom portion of the crumbles because this is the part we're going to be putting the dates over. So move your parchment paper out of your way. So just flatten this portion down. If it looks like you need more to fill in the corners or whatnot, just take it because the remainder of the crumble mixture we got is going to be for putting over the top, and it's not going to be pressed down. It's just going to be put over equally. So look something like that. Yeah, I just want to make sure all the butter was mixed into my crumbles there. It just looks something like this. What we're going to do now is take our filling and spread equally over the crumbles. So pretty much all you need to do there now is take your filling and pour it all out onto the bottom layer of your crumbles. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to spread the date filling over the bottom of the crumble mixture at the bottom. I can just take a spoon now and just eat this like that. It smells absolutely delicious with all that steam coming up around my nose. So just spread it out evenly right to the sides until you get it all out there. Just look at the texture of this date. It's lovely. So I hope you followed along okay up to this point. This is the last stage now of making our dates crumbles. So we're going to take the remainder of the crumble and just sprinkle it over the top of the dates. So you're going to equally spread this over the top of your dates. And these are, like I was saying, absolutely delicious. We would have these at Christmas time. It'd be pretty much the only time we'd have it. But now I would make these just for a treat for me and my husband, and we love them. Just spread this equally out over. That's all there's to it. So this is how quick and easy it is to make these delicious date crumbles. So now what we're going to do now is preheat our oven to 350 degrees, and then we're going to put the date crumbles in there anywhere from 20 minutes to 30 minutes and until it's a nice golden brown. And of course, depending on your oven, you don't want too long because you don't want to burn them. So meet me back here when they're baked and I'll show you what they look like. Hi, welcome back to Bonita's kitchen, and our date crumbles are baked. My kitchen smells absolutely amazing. I would love for you to be able to smell this here today. The crumbles, my date crumbles, they're too hot to cut, but luckily for us, I got some made here in advance that you can see and that I'm going to taste, give you that little taste test. But this is it, quick and easy date crumbles. So after your date crumbles have cooled down totally, you don't want to take it out of this pan while it's hot because it would collapse on you and you don't want that to happen. So pretty much you can cut it in the pan or you can take it out and cut it outside. It doesn't matter, but this is what they're going to look like when you take them out and get them ready to serve. I'm going to have a little taste now and let you know what I think of them. I love dates in a way, like I was saying. I can have them without even the crumble. So delicious. 2 thumbs up by Bonita's Kitchen. Just a little taste of my tea just to wash it down. So this is it. This is as good as it gets. Just a simple recipe for date crumbles, quick and easy. Get you all ready for the season or any time of the year. And if you enjoyed this recipe and you'd like to see more of our traditional and non-traditional Newfoundland recipes, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's up at the top right hand corner. Hit the link, subscribe, it'll prompt you to what you need to do. You can also visit us on www.bonitaskitchen.com or on my Facebook page. So thank you for joining us once again for Bonita's Kitchen. From my kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day.